up? Welcome to another episode of our Revelupp podcast. I'm Nick Revels.
I'm Kait.
I'm Caitlin.
Big Chris.
In today's episode, we got a highly anticipated movie that we've been dying to see. You feel me? Maybe just some of us. I don't know. But before we get into that, how y'all feeling today?
Smooth.
Good.
Pretty good.
Good. Y'all smooth. Everything chicken with the bone.
Another day in paradise.
Okay, for sure. Before we get started on the movie selection, how y'all feel about that halftime performance by Kendrick Lamar?
Mustard! 10 out of 10.
Kick a boot. Come on, hey, kick a boot.
Stay Drake.
10 out of 10.
I heard you like I'm young. So yeah, that was 10 out of 10 for me too.
Out of all the lyrics
Y'all think
you
he
could
gon-
say, you would say that.
Literally.
Y'all think he really gonna get sued?
They probably
He
will.
has before.
I was gonna say
He has before.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
If you do, I say it's worth it.
I like how he was like previewing like him trying to do the song. You know, he was like dropping a little beat or whatever.
Hints.
Yeah, he was teasing at first.
And then he
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck it, fuck you, Drake, fuck you." It's like, I'm gonna do this for my fans. Cause that's what really made the song pop was the fans. Like when that song dropped,
They
that
knew
shit took off. I don't
every
even think-
single word.
Yeah, I don't even think they really gave a fuck about the lyrics. It was just the beat was just so hot. Like it was just like
Yeah,
something.
Mustard
you
went
could
crazy
vibe
on that beat.
Yeah.
So you can hear the whole entire stadium.
to.
A
Yeah.
minor.
I love the fact that he brought out SZA, my love,
Oh yeah.
my
yeah.
dear heart.
Luther is my shit.
I knew
Seeing
he
Serena
was,
hit the
though.
crip walk.
Man, I seen that too. He definitely brought out a lot of guest stars.
Y'all feel like that was
Performance.
necessary?
Hey, you know, everything is ammo when it comes to war. So hey, why not?
You right.
You know?
I don't even know what the significance was with that.
Because
So-
Drake dissed her and her husband on his track.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't
I
know
believe
that.
that's his ex as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Which makes it
I
even
think-
worse. Yeah.
I think I remember the
But I think the performance was bigger than Drake and Serena for real. Like
Yeah.
I feel like the performance it carried a powerful message. Like it said a whole lot while not even doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like even from his clothes, just the jacket that say Gloria, to the A minor chain, to his pants, you know what I'm saying, the bell bottoms, and that signifies back in the 70s, early 80s, it was something that the hippies or whatever, or people would wear as a rebellious statement against society or war, you know what I'm saying? So even from his clothes to the performance, everything was just powerful. Uncle Sam, Samuel Jackson, you know what I'm saying, don't mess this up, you know what I'm saying? He like scorekeeper, you know what I'm saying? Deduct one life, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was referring to Malcolm, maybe he was referring to Martin, or maybe even just a little boy or a little black girl in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? But that was very powerful, the message that was said in that performance. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it said,
He always been an outcast. Like since he first started performing, Kendrick has always been looked down upon for real. So he just like I said, it was just a big fuck you to a whole lot of things. I would say, even like to today's society, like you said, like paying homage to like America, but what people have like rationalized America to become and what it is now. Like it's not really our America; it's their America for real. Like. Cause I don't think it would be any other reason why he would have everybody dressed in red, white, and blue and had a flag and all that stuff and all the big signs of like just big America stuff to like have in his performance. And then like his whole album is really like
it was dope.
homage to like society and how he's breaking pretty much all the rules of like what everybody is thinking of. Like he doing his own thing and making millions off of it.
Yeah, it just seemed like he got a real rebellious nature about him.
Kendrick has always been in my top 5 ever since like middle school
No,
for me.
really?
Yeah.
Like all the way back to his mixtapes before anybody even knew about Kendrick there. You know,
No, for real, same
just
for
been
me.
fire.
Yeah, that's why I say
That's
it's
why he's
wrong.
been winning a lot of Grammys.
No, for real. Three times. 5 Grammys 3 times.
Do you think that if he didn't win that Grammy that he would have performed that song? Cause don't he get like do you get like hella money for winning Grammys?
I
And,
say
like,
regardless if he won any Grammy there, he probably
would've
still
still
would
he
have
would've
probably
did
would
it.
have performed the song. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because he spread the message that he wanted to spread, but also entertain the people that's watching at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's what it says, the wrong time, but you got the right guy. This time the revolution
gonna
will
say
be
that.
televised. He took advantage of opportunity, and I love that.
He definitely did.
Yep.
Movie selection we're going to talk about today is Captain America Brave New World. So from Endgame, we have Steve Rogers. He went back in time and enjoyed his life with the love of his life, you know what I'm saying, Peggy. And then at the end of Endgame, he hands his shield to Sam Wilson. So Sam Wilson, aka Papa Doc, aka the Falcon, aka Black Captain America, you know what I'm saying? He found himself in the middle of an international incident and must find a motive behind a diabolical global plan. You know what I'm saying? Captain America Brave New World starring Anthony Mackie and also the legendary Harrison Ford. You know what I'm saying? You can catch it in theaters worldwide. Y'all check it out, get y'all tickets. So at this time, we gonna break down this movie. Tell you what we think about the movie. At this time, we ain't gonna spoil the movie right now, but we gonna tell y'all what we think about it in our rating. So let's start with Chris. Rate this movie. What you think about it?
With this movie, man, I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10 there. I enjoyed the CGI there. I enjoyed when he was transforming there. I liked actually it was showing and portraying like anxiety. Like you don't see that a lot in movies there. You don't see a lot of people just break down and be like, hey, I need a minute, let me get a second here, let me gather what I need to gather there. But it was a good watch.
Are you referring to Harrison Ford when you said that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Huh?
Who's Harrison?
He was he played the president.
Okay.
That is
Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
You know, guys, you've been here for how many episodes? You guys know I don't know names.
She don't know names, y'all.
I don't know names. I know faces.
Yeah. Well, what'd you think about the movie, though, Kate?
I think it was pretty cool. I would rate it like 9 out of 10 for it to be a Marvel movie. Yeah. It's been a while since another Marvel movie has came out. As far as like the Avengers goes, I would say like that storyline.
Like a highly anticipated Marvel movie.
Yeah. So I guess. Yeah. Because what was the other movies that came out?
We have Black Panther 2, the Spider-Man No Way Home, that was highly anticipated, and the Deadpool and Wolverine, that's all I can really think of that was like really highly anticipated.
But yeah, I would say like in the Avenger realm, because I haven't like Captain America has been like washed out since Endgame for real, so we haven't really heard from him.
That's true.
Since then. So I was very excited to see this new Captain America come and perform for us. He did a great job.
Did you watch Winter Soldier?
I did not. I told you that in the movie. Because there's like Winter Soldier is a spoiler.
Yeah, when you get a chance, watch Winter Soldier.
Yeah. So I think it was cool. I would like it.
Okay. Cool. Kyle, what you think about this movie?
That was spoiling the movie.
I would give it a good 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I like that they did cast Harrison Ford as Ross. That was
perfect.
That was perfect for it. The reason why I would give it 9 out of 10 is because it did feel kind of like rushed. Mm-hmm. Like I felt they could have turned that into like maybe a second season of like maybe Captain America or something, or just turn it into like a series. Because I just felt like, I don't know, I like the story. It just seemed it could have been elongated maybe a little more, or just certain points it could have been more like
I get what you're
anticipation.
Saying. That was crazy because we was in that movie theater for 3 hours.
It was 2 hours.
It was like 2 hours.
We didn't get out until what, 6:45?
Something like that.
Well, you gotta
45.
Well,
no, actually previews take like 15, 20 minutes, so that's why. But other than that, I like the CGI. I like that they introduced Red Hulk, and oh, sorry, spoiler alert. And like Chris mentioned, I like that they showed they focused on his anxiety. Mm-hmm. They really focused on those points where he was overwhelmed and really needed to take the time to want to get his head together. Everybody's talking in his ear and he getting all angry and anxious. I like seeing that. The emotional part of the acting on everybody, especially the one that played Isaiah.
Carl Lumbly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, spoiler alert, when he gets controlled and all that, and he didn't know what he was doing. He's standing in the middle of the street. It was kind of sentimental because it's a black man who just tried to
wanted to see that
kill the president. Right.
Yeah.
So, and he's all scared. I don't want to go back. I'm not trying to be in these walls again. Please help me. It was really emotional. I almost cried at that part. To me, even though it was short, it was just that moment was just so. It was just so meaningful because you just felt bad for him,
Yeah.
So
he really wanted to go out.
He did. He hadn't been out of the house in years, and so the one time he does, this happened.
Right,
so
they turned him into a monster.
literally. So yeah, but overall I liked it. I liked all of it. The action, the fight choreography was really good between like Falcon and his little sidekick there. Forgot his name.
Why are we calling these people?
Come on, Danny Ramirez.
He's the new Falcon. He said it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain America and the Falcon. I like their fight choreography. I like seeing it and gadgets and all that. Him having vibranium wings. Y'all noticed? Yeah, that was good. So.
That was the only thing that was protecting him from Revelupp.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd have got smashed to the ground.
For real. For real. But
Mario
yeah.
And he got that from the Wakandians? Was that just
from Wakanda?
Oh, okay, I thought he was just playing when he was saying that. Like,
it was a special care package from Wakanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. I know I said we at this time we ain't supposed to spoil the movie, but my bad, y'all. Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
To what's being said right now.
My bad.
But yeah, that was well said though. My thoughts on the movie. I'm big on, especially with action movies, I'm big on seeing things that I've never seen before. In this movie, I can say that I've seen something that I haven't seen before, especially with, like you said, the fighting choreography and the action sequences. In particular, Sam Wilson, with him playing the new Captain America. It was like, and this is for the Dragon Ball Z fans, it was like a fusion between the Falcon and Captain America, but without the super soldier serum. Yeah, you already know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was very unique. That fighting style is definitely something I've never seen before. Even from like simple punches, just him punching and the jetpack giving him a boost, from that to like the counter attacks with somebody them shooting at him, and then like you said, kind of vibranium wings building up that charge, and then leading to a blast attack. Like that was something I've never seen. It's a whole new character, a whole new superhero, and I like that aspect of the movie as far as the cinematography and the action sequences. The casting. So we got the casting. I really love everybody's performance. I can't knock anybody else. Nobody's performance.
Anthony Mackie's first lead Marvel movie.
Yeah.
He did this thing.
And I'm happy.
The Falcon.
New Captain America. The new Captain America.
The star of the movie.
My bad.
Oh, what's his name?
Anthony Mackie.
Papa Doc.
Oh, so who was? Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Anthony Mackie. So we got Danny Ramirez. He played the supernatural character in the movie. I ain't gonna spoil it. But his role stood out. Giancarlo, I always love his work. Giancarlo Esposito in The Boys, The Mandalorian, Godfather Harlem. I love his work. You know what I'm saying? What else? Like you said, Carl Lumbly. You know what I'm saying? He played I feel like as far as acting goes, he was the star of the movie as far as like acting and you know what I'm saying? I want to get into the screenplay. It's a lot of characters that take over a responsibility of a superhero in the Marvel universe, and it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say which ones, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So in this film, Sam Wilson takes over the Captain America responsibility. And I'm gonna say it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no complaints. You feel me? From the beginning, they showcase what he can do as the new Captain America. And from that point, they show what he can do as a man also. You know what I'm saying? And then throughout the middle of the movie, you know what I'm saying, it was like a build-up filled with dope action sequences. And then it concludes to an epic battle at the end, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you what happened. I ain't going to spoil it, but it was good. It was good. The only thing I'm going to knock or take away from the movie is the fact that the plot seems similar to another Marvel film, Civil War. I'm not gonna get too into it. I'm gonna wait till we chop it up about the movie and we spoil it a little bit, but it was very similar to another Marvel movie. It was kind of like they remixed it or whatever. So the plot, I feel like it could have used a little work, especially since the movie was supposed to be out like a year ago. But it was still a dope film to watch. Shout out to the director. I know his last name, Julius Ona, that's what it was. Shout out to the writers. It's like 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember your name. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the main characters leading the film, Anthony Mackie, Harrison Ford. Y'all did y'all thing. Y'all made a dope movie. We all rated 9 out of 10. That's crazy. It's the first time we ever done this. This was not planned. Congrats to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Captain America, Brave New World. Y'all check it out.
You asked for me. Here I am.
At this time, we are going to spoil the movie, so anytime we say spoiler or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just cover your ears, whatever. Let's get into it. Chris, you mentioned something about the movie.
Spoiler alert! Yeah. Harrison Ford's second time playing a president in a movie. First one was Air Force One.
Absolutely.
Get the hell off my plane.
Yeah.
Whatever he said there.
Yeah.
But that was a memorable movie there. Have y'all ever seen it? Air Force One.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
1997, Air Force One. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie there. It's a good watch.
You should watch it.
No, I haven't watched it.
You should check it out, Kate.
Who do y'all feel like stood out in this movie? What characters?
Stern.
Stern. You like Stern?
Stern, Dr. Stern.
Okay.
Because he came from the first Incredible Hulk. He was the doctor that died who was laying down and the shit had dripped on him and whatnot. So I had to remember that when seeing him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that prior. I was like, that's the one from the first one.
Right?
Yeah.
I know that though. Okay.
Yeah.
He stirred out. He
Stern.
stood out.
Stern
to me.
stood out.
I like Giancarlo Esposito. I'm gonna butcher your name, Esposito. I like his role. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like his role should have been bigger. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
He does a great work. Anything he does, like I said before, The Mandalorian, Godfather Harlem, he does great work. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So Giancarlo, I like him. Shout out to William Hurt. He passed away a couple years ago. He's been playing Thaddeus. I almost said Thaddeus Rebels. Thaddeus Ross. He's been playing this character since 2008.
Okay.
And I'm saying he's been in like at least five Marvel films playing this character. He built them up, and then the way Harrison Ford took over now, Harrison Ford, you know what I'm saying, he's a great actor, you know what I'm saying? So by him taking over and playing Thaddeus Ross for him, and also playing Red Hawk, you know what I'm saying, spoiler alert.
He has some shoes to fill.
Yeah, by him playing, he has shoes to fill, and he filled, you know what I'm saying? No, he plays his character well. He's just naturally charismatic person, you know what I'm saying? Especially from watching his work in Indiana Jones or him playing Han Solo or whatever. So, yeah, I think Harrison Ford really fit those shoes, and I feel like that was a big reason why people were really excited to see this movie, because it's his debut in the MCU.
Yeah.
They also brought back the daughter from Incredible Hulk too.
They did. Yeah.
She was also an Incredible
Was it
Hulk.
Liv Tyler?
Yeah, Steve Tyler's daughter. You guys know who that is?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
He's a musician. Dream on.
Steven Tyler. Oh,
Dream
sorry.
on. That's a rock song.
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Aerosmith. There,
Yeah.
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 Mhm, yeah. I know that stuff. But yeah, I do agree that Mr. Esposito should have had a bigger role. He's done like so much acting wise. I feel like they should have made his role just bigger, his story bigger in that movie.
I understand why, because his character Sidewinder, they didn't bring his character into the script, into the reshoots, because that's really what made the movie take so long, because of the reshoots. And then they just came up with Sidewinder character and added him into it. So I wish that they didn't go about that. I wish he was originally in the script and had a bigger role, but you know, he still did his thing.
One thing I noticed about the movie there, the weapons that they had chose to use there, the AK-47 there, that's the first time seeing that in the Marvel industry, in any movie there, honestly there. Like, never really seen them just whip out the AK and start blasting there. And then even the Taurus revolver there that he was shooting at Captain America with there, that was pretty dope there. Yeah. Just to me there, gun fans there, America. But yeah, that's pretty dope.
And Sam Wilson, he handled so well with and without the suit. You know what I'm saying? Him going toe to toe with Sidewinder, you know, without the suit. It was like even when he was chasing, it was funny. Even when he was chasing after Isaiah Bradley, after he freaked out, whatever, had that episode, it was just funny seeing him play this character while still being a human being. It reminds us that he's still human, because when he went berserk, you know what I'm saying, keep in mind Isaiah Bradley, he's a super soldier. He's an ancient super soldier, but he's like the OG, you know what I'm saying? So by him jumping out the window like that, running away, he broke through the glass and jumped over a 2-story building. Sam Wilson, he got to that window, he was like, shit, he took the stairs. He took the stairs, so you know what I'm saying, it reminds us that he's still human at the end of the day, but he's still fully capable of taking on this role.
Yeah, man. No super serum.
No super serum.
Yeah, they kind of stuck with that kind of thing, because he was still questioning it in the series Captain America and Winter Soldier. He didn't feel like he could, you know, handle really being Captain America. He didn't know why Steve chose him, and was just like, because I don't got the serum, like this really ain't gonna work. But I like that Bucky made an appearance and did kind of encourage him, because what stuck out, he said Steve gave everybody something to believe in. You give something
to aspire
to. Yep, I like that part. I think it really kind of gave him, you know, even more courage, because he is human, and he was doing everything that he could, and he did it. He did his thing.
You know,
he lived up to the expectation.
Yeah, and I still feel like Bucky Barnes, you know, the Winter Soldier, I still feel like he should have had the shield, you know, but it's all good. You know, Sam Wilson, it still played out well. But Sam Wilson getting the shield and playing with Captain America, it just makes more sense with Winter. To me, it makes more sense with Winter Soldier grabbing the shield and playing.
Chris is like,
You got to think about the person that Bucky is, though. He's not I'm gonna go running there. I feel like it'll be a second thought for him. But with Sam, is first nature.
Yeah, he's a soldier first.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, Bucky Barnes is too, but Sam, he's more defensive and protective. Yeah, so it do make sense why you get it. And we got a black Captain America, so, you know, I ain't complaining. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, Black Captain America with wings.
With wings.
With wings.
Yeah, his character is it was kind of similar to the Spider-Man villain Vulture a little bit. Y'all know the similarities in the fighting?
I picked that up.
With the Vulture and with him,
Yeah.
So, a couple of the fighting techniques, whatever, was very similar to that.
Only thing with the Vulture, I would say his wings didn't retract when he was going in his fighting stuff.
That's
there.
true.
Like his Sam's wings would retract there. That way he could do the whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I see the similarities. So.
Yeah. So now that we can spoil the movie, so the reason why I say this movie was similar to a previous movie, well, I'm gonna say it's similar to Winter Soldier because it was so grounded, and it reminds you of what a superhero is capable of as being a soldier, and it was so political. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the way they did the hand-to-hand combat, whatever. So that's how it was so similar to Winter Soldier. Now I'm gonna say it was similar for the most part to Civil War because the plot was like extremely similar. And that's kind of what I kind of knocked off the movie there. And what I mean by that is the fact that there's a character that's brainwashed in the movie and he's going berserk. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of going against the protagonist or whatever, going towards one of the friendlies in the movie or whatever. And then so it's that aspect. And then not only that, I wouldn't say Anthony Mackie's and Harrison Ford, their relationship, they're friends in the movie, but they're still kind of on the same side in the beginning. But then like Harrison Ford, he kind of flipped the script and kind of go against the protagonist, Sam Wilson, at the end of the movie. That sounds similar to Civil War. Iron Man flipped the script and turned against Captain America at the end of the movie. So it seemed like a remix of Civil War in a way. That's why I was like, are y'all just copying? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of different because, you know, we didn't see the Hulk in Civil War. So it's kind of different in ways, but at the end of the day, I'm like, this wasn't really... I feel like the plot could have used some work, but what y'all think?
It is kind of similar because Stearns, just like old dude in Civil War, he wanted his life back, and he felt like since it was taken away, he's about to spend all these years making a plan to try and, you know, get it back and break or start a war or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in that way.
I've never seen the movie. I haven't seen that movie either, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Civil War.
But yeah,
when they introduced,
I can agree.
Okay.
I see where you're coming from, and I see your point of view with that there. I mean, at the end of the day, what's going to happen? What is it going to look like when you have two of the people on the same sides not agreeing there? It's going to kind of go off of, like you say, Iron Man versus Captain America, or if you want Batman versus Superman there. So in all, it could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been more.
Yeah.
I feel like
the
in a resemblance, I could see like a part of like that portion, like being a resemblance of the X-Men from when Magneto was so evil and he was trying to get him to turn back to like what he used to be, which was like this cool dude. And then remember at the end, he kind of did turn back into his normal self. He just took all the people that was with him.
Yeah.
I can't remember which X-Men was that. That was when he first came out for me.
I want to
That
say
was when they were in
it
there.
sounded like Apocalypse.
Was it? That's when he first like he like the beginning of the movie he was like a
First
kid.
Class, X-Men First Class.
Yeah, because that's when
That's with the first time we see the new
Beast and
the new original characters.
Yeah. So it was like a time during that time where he was trying to like there's always a way to like change. People always see the bad in you, but you can always see the good in yourself and stuff. So I feel like that was some similarities to Sam Wilson and Ross's character, because Ross was just fighting this reputation that he pretty much built for himself, that he's just like this evil person and he can't go back. So I was really like in tune with him, and like I could relate a lot with just him like fighting off all the like, what's it called, the accusations made about him and stuff like that, and trying to like redeem himself, and like people really never giving you a second chance because they only see this one thing you. So like during the time that he turned into the Red Hawk, I totally agree why, because it was just too much at that point. It was it was like going public at that point, so his daughter's gonna see. So at that point, he just felt like he lost everything. That's why I love the fact that Captain America was able to see his weakness, which is his daughter, and he brought him to the cherry blossom state, which is where him and his daughter come and like spend time together. And he knew that was a way to like
de-escalate.
Get him to like see like what he's actually doing, because you can clearly like, what I do love about the Hawks now is that they're very well in tune with what's going on. They're not just monsters, like they know how to turn it on and off. So that's why I was just like, he probably just needed that moment, because now he can use them as an advantage one day. Like he already was asking them to build the Avengers back, so I would love to see the Red Hawk and the new Avengers.
Red Hawk and Green Hawk in the same
Man,
movie.
yeah, like I would love to see them become
and She-Hawk. Yeah.
This would have never happened if Ross would have held up his side of the deal.
I mean, that is true, but like, I feel like I understood where Ross is coming from, because once you get put into a position where you have to make all these shots and then you already look down upon, and then if you to let go of pretty much a psychopath, like, who's to say, like, if he did, like, release him, what he would have did? He probably would have did the same thing, because he probably wanted more than just some freedom.
Okay, so say that and whatnot, but at the end of the day, you release him and whatnot. And all those times he went to go see him, you could go see him somewhere else, but he's released, he's free. He's still working on it.
He gave him a lab.
He gave him a lab in prison.
He gave him a lab but he was like, he said that he was like, basically like, free in his own, in
prison.
That home camp.
Prison.
But what else could you do?
One sale.
But what else
would you do? One meal.
What else would you do if you was to
have
I was
the president
and you have a psychopath that's able to do the exact same thing, and you let him on the loose? Now he's gonna battle the whole reputation of, oh, you let this monster on the loose, and you still a bad guy because you started the whole rampage anyway. So it's like, whether or not he was gonna have to let somebody down, he chose to let his friend down, not the country. That still was just a presidential move to me. Like, that was just like, I'm in this position now. Like, it's really no hard feelings to you, my friend. But because you are who you are, and I cannot allow this reputation to get on me, and I'm already in a bad situation, let me.
Let you take all that power there because you want to be the president? When he stepped down at the end because he messed up? Because he turned into the Red Hawk? No, he had to let his friend out there to.
But how is that somebody that's been tormenting people, who's been like doing all of these lab research on him, turning them into monsters, pretty much, like all of that just to be let go? Like, I'm sorry, but friend, I'm not letting you go either.
Hey, that's your heart there. Since you decided to, I'm gonna turn you into a monster. My monster.
I was gonna
say,
he
didn't really turn into a monster. He just gave him like the same dosage as the Hawk
He put
did.
the gamma. He took his blood.
So are you gonna say that the Green Hawk is a monster too?
He is.
I mean, technically speaking, yes. But do you think that his mindset is a monster, or you think that's because you can clearly see that the Red Hawk wasn't a monster?
Portray him as a monster.
Because if he was still a monster,
really
he wouldn't like turn back into a human form. And when when Sam Wilson was talking to him and was like, look at what's around you, look at the things you're doing. If he was still a monster, he would probably still be reenacting on those things.
He would knock
but
him out with one punch.
He's still a human.
Because he said,
at the end of the day.
Yeah, he was
so
like,
you can't say like, oh, he's a monster, I made you into a monster, because he technically didn't even make him into a monster. Ross made himself into a monster.
Bruce Banner's brain was different than Ross there.
But you saying that because of the simple fact that
Ross didn't have the brain. All he had was the body there. The
right. I understand
Stern
that.
was the brain.
I understood that. I understood all of that. But that still doesn't mean that he's technically a monster. He made himself into a monster because of the things that people have put him through. People can't just turn you into a monster. You have to make a monster of your own. He made a monster of himself. That's why he couldn't take the rage.
My take, as far as the Incredible Hulk being a monster, I would just say it's all about discipline for real. You know what I'm saying? That gamma radiation, not everybody can accept it. Not everybody can accept it the same way other people can take it. You know what I'm saying? Watch a little bit of She-Hulk. I didn't finish it. It's still a good watch, but she had the discipline right away. Like, she took control of that gamma radiation really well. You know what I'm saying? She had full control of the Hulk, like, right away. Bruce, it took him a couple movies, but he got control or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Ford, his Thaddeus Ross, you know what I'm saying, he didn't get control right away. You know what I'm saying? And that's understandable, you know what I'm saying? People handle the gamma radiation differently.
You're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not.
All right, y'all. Now we're going to get into our question of the day. If you were to possess any superpower, what would it be, or what would your superhero name be? Let's start with you, Kai.
I was always interested, like a copycat type of superpower. There's a show called Heroes. This girl, she had a power every time she like looked at something. If she looked like a cooking class or whatever, she could just only see it once and she like do it exactly how they do it. Or like if she watched like a martial arts movie, she would
like
copy
like a mirror type.
Yeah, and she would do exactly that. Like she knew it all along. Type stuff. That's
so would you say like a Rogue from X-Men? That's what it sounded like.
Kinda. Except.
Okay.
Is that what Rogue did?
She can touch someone and get their powers temporarily.
Basically.
Something like that.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be Madam Mirror.
All right. I was gonna say copycat, but with a K. But
go ahead, Chris.
Oh boy.
It can be copycat.
Copycat. Sorry.
For me, my superpower probably name first. It'll probably be.
I'll give you a name. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So my name probably would be Mr. Man. Mr. Man.
Mr. Man. Okay.
Yeah.
What was your power? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The power, like, okay, so it's something that nobody's like ever heard before there. So like, you could say like these words of, oh, I can do this. So it'll be like, say to make that ball like disappear. I can make that ball disappear. And then it'll just poof.
Disappear.
Yeah. Or say, dang, you hungry. Oh, I can make you hungry or make you full. Just a bunch of full food or whatever there. So it's like just making it
happen.
The dude from Hose, like, I could fix that.
You're funny.
Mr. Make It Happen.
Sam.
It does make swimming of it. Yeah, okay.
What's my name, sir?
Mr. Make It Happen.
What if?
That's the name?
What if?
What if?
What if? Kate, what would your superpower be?
My superpower, well, my name will be Cream.
Cream.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang. On some Wu-Tang shit. Okay.
Yeah.
C or K?
Probably with a K.
That's cute.
That sounds a little
Cream.
more cleaner in PG.
Cream, and my superpower would be to like make cash come out of my hands. But I feel like my restriction on my power
Jesus.
will be like you would have to like give me a extensive plan on how much money you need and why and what it's going towards. Cause I'm not about to just be handing out niggas $10 million just because they asked me. I need to know like why I'm giving
know
them
where
$10
that money
million.
going.
And it's not gonna be like any payback or nothing like that. But if I find out you're using the money to like do some wrong, then it's gonna be some consequences.
You sound
Like
like
maybe I'll make you be
you sound like a
bankrupt
banker at the bank.
for a couple.
you hand out loans.
But it's not gonna be a loan. It wouldn't be a loan. It would just be.
It should be theirs.
It would be a gift. Yeah.
You be like a genie, grant wishes. Like
Yeah, but it will be only one time. You can only give me one amount. So
If you find out they doing wrong, you shouldn't have dollars at motherfuckers, them big ass fucking.
quarter $4.
Yes, I think that would be my weapon. So my weapon will be coins, but they're gonna be filled with like
Lead.
aluminum.
Vibranium.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Something nice so where I can like slit your wrist. Or maybe my dollars would be like boomerangs. Like sharp ass boomerangs. You know, come back.
A boomer dollar.
Right. Like the card dude from
Gambit.
Oh, Gambit.
Yeah.
Or boomerang
throwing dollars, $2.
Yep.
from. What's his
And,
name?
they gonna
Boomerang
always
was
be
Suicide Squad.
Benjamins.
Suicide Squad, yeah, Mr. Boomerang, yeah.
Blue stripe. Blue stripe.
Okay, so Mr. Man, Copycat, and we got Cream. I'm surprised y'all didn't say the Booty Warrior, you know what I'm saying? He an iconic MCU superhero.
We saved that for you, my friend.
No, okay. Yeah, because remember that scene in the MCU when he went against Iron Man, the juice and the peanut butter? No.
What movie you was watching?
I was gonna say, what movie was that?
It was a series on Disney Plus. We ain't gonna get into it, whatever. My superpower, I would say, my name would be Jumpstart. So I bring anything and anyone back to life. So I got resurrection powers, you know what I'm saying? So I could bring back, you know what I'm saying? Imagine bringing back, you know what I'm saying, like James Avery, Pac, MJ, you know what I'm saying, Jesus, you know what I'm saying, the gingerbread man, anything. I can bring anything back to life, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, we're gonna get into two questions.
to life?
I can bring anything back to life or to life. My power is the power of resurrection, you know what I'm saying? Even this painting or whatever, it's like a painting like Mona Lisa, like I bring her, take her out the painting, like bring it to life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, if let's say I bring a snowman back to life, you know what I'm saying? If he goes berserk and attacks a kid that built him and strangles him or whatever, like that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say your car won't start. You know what I'm saying? And I jump started. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to life. So if it turns to a Decepticon,
Lightning McQueen?
Yeah,
So you're a villain.
Decepticon.
If it, you know what I'm saying? Turn to a Decepticon, attack a house. You know, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
So you're not a hero, you're a villain.
It has nothing to do with me. I'm just Jumpstart. I'm just bringing it back to life. What that thing does after it comes to life, that ain't got nothing to do
No,
with me.
because you definitely have free will. You have knowledge of what these things could possibly do.
Bro, you got zombies walking the earth.
I was gonna say, are they coming back as the way they were, or are they coming back like zombie form?
They
or
coming
like,
back. They probably come back. You know what I'm saying? The way they were in they prime. You feel me?
Are they still there?
Yeah.
Like there,
Yeah, they still
like
there.
brain and all that intact, conscious and all
Yeah.
that.
You know what I'm saying? If it was
Conversation.
MJ, he'd do another concert. You know what I'm saying? In his prime. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come back.
Okay.
How he was, you know what I'm saying?
Which one,
And how do these people die?
We want the black one.
We want the black one. Yeah,
How
yeah,
do
the
these
black
people
one.
die? Do they die?
What do you mean? I'm bringing things back to life. What you
So can they die again? I have so many questions.
Well, yeah.
If they die again, I can bring them back. You know what I'm saying? As they get a
So
piano
they
drop
can
in their
die
head,
again.
you know what I'm saying? I bring them back.
And then you could bring anything to life.
I'm not gonna
like,
make them immortal. You know what I'm saying? I just bring them back to life. You know what I'm saying?
Is there like a limit?
Doctor, that's your name.
No.
Doctor.
Jumpstart. That's what I'm
Doctor.
saying. Like let's say, you know what I'm saying, I drink too much, I'm having problems, you know what I'm saying, performing in the bed, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring it back to life. You know, we ain't gonna get all into detail or whatever, but yeah, that's my
I feel
superpower,
like
y'all.
that's like-
Jumpstart. That's my
I feel like your
superpower.
girlfriend would have a very problem if your dick started talking in the middle of the day.
Like, hey, how we doing? What's
I
going
didn't
on?
say it was
We're
gonna-
going in. I'm sorry.
You said bring it back to life.
I didn't bring
I'm
it back.
gonna assume that means all forms of life.
No, I ain't mean like it's gonna have eyes in the mouth and start talking. Like, what are you talking about?
You said the
I'm
car
saying you-
becomes a
Because you
ghost.
said
No,
Mona
you know how
Lisa.
your
saying-
power works.
No, I'm saying
'Cause
like
you're saying
if
like
you have
Mona
problem
Lisa and
performing, you know what
stuff.
I'm saying, and you know you need to jumpstart it. You know what I'm saying? Get it back to life.
Okay, let's go back to the car.
All right, the car. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Y'all,
If you jump start the car and it comes a Decepticon, it's now a live thing.
Mhm.
That
So
would do the same thing on your dick.
I got control though. I know what I'm doing.
So we need control. So
You're
there's
a
a
villain.
limit.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're a villain.
you'll be an Autobot, you'll be a Decepticon. What's going on here?
I'm just jumpstart. So I'm just bringing things back to life. What happens after that? That's out of my control.
But you say you have control.
Some mind control. Cars are a little difficult than human beings. It's different according to the state of matter. You feel me? All right. So yeah, that's the powers that we gonna have. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Copycat. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Mr. Man, Cream, and Jumpstart. You feel me? Together we are the Avengers. Anyway, so that concludes our episode of
I
Captain
would not
America
be
Brave
an
New
Avengers
World.
with a man who can bring everything back to life and just free will just say, oh, it's not my responsibility. It definitely is your responsibility. Just like it would be my responsibility if I give somebody $1 billion and then the whole fucking world goes to famine. Because I gave too much
you just
money.
have them sign here first. Okay, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be my only, like, problem with my... It's like if y'all just go out and just buy a whole bunch of unnecessary shit and unnecessary food with the money and
But
shit.
you can't control
People do
everybody,
that
though.
all
You
day.
can't control everybody's decisions.
You can't tell me what to do with my money.
Feel like you only can do what you ask for. You only can do this. And
Yeah.
the money can only be used for that.
That makes
It
sense.
won't
That makes
work.
sense,
It
too.
won't work no other way.
That's like
that.
you give me money for a diet and I take it to McDonald's. Hey, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Big Mac. Okay. This is how you're gonna pay for it. And okay, this is how you're gonna pay for it. And okay, I can't pay for it.
Right.
That
Money gotta
works.
spill on it,
Gotta be restriction.
And this is why we have brainiacs in our group. Because that just made my power so much more efficient.
Let me get $10. I need
$10?
to get home. You got me,
You
Cream?
need gas?
Yeah, you got me.
So I'm about to go buy this El Camino for $50. I want you to
Hold on,
bring it to life for
Hold on,
me,
wait.
alright?
Bring it to life.
Hold on, wait, let me see. Let me see.
Now, if it turns to Decepticon, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
My power's real. Ha ha.
She had 10 on her.
Right.
That's real life Cream over here with a K.
Why
Not
cream?
with a C.
Cash rules everything around me.
Cream.
Cream.
Dollar
the money.
bill, y'all.
You want me? Come and get me!
That concludes our episode of our Revelupp podcast. Make sure y'all check out Captain America Brave New World. Catch it worldwide. Yep, there we go. And also check out Slide or Die, the movie, also on Amazon Prime. Y'all check that out as well. I'm your host, Nick Revels. You can follow me at Revelupp Productions or Visionary_King Nick.
I'm Caitlin. You can follow me on Instagram at KMCB with 2 underscores.
I'm Big Chris. Follow me at Bigger Chris or _C2 Images.
I'm Kai. You can follow me at Just Call Me Kai. Call us with a K.
All right, y'all. That concludes our episode, y'all. Make sure y'all check out these movies and y'all be smooth.
Bye.